We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready up! Cowboy 80! Cougar 19! Panther 11! Panther 11! Mustang 19!
They go play action here on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Viking 18! Bronco 80! Check! Dragon 60!
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Ready? Reload! Hustle!
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Buffalo 18!
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Rattler. 60 Bobcats, 50 Pepper.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Now McCaffrey, off right tackle. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Niners at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Now Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Black Ultra. Ready.
On 2nd and goal, Lance being chased out left. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And they work this out past the 25.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, 19 Lion. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Panther 60.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
60. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Okay, right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black swap.
And Lance now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Come on, set.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Set.
Here's Lance. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 65 check. On the ball, on the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design
19
was.
Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos. 19 Sight. 97 Pirates. 7 Pot. Trap 60. Trap. Hustle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go street.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
In motion right is Hopkins. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Ready.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
And Lance going to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Down.
2nd and 2.
Steal. Black shot.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hey, go steal.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go. Smash, red. Ready?
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we get a chance to put points on the board.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left.
It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 4. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
19 light.
They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Lance now on first down.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Come on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Here we go.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
19 sight. 19, 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hey, Smash.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On the double.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now on 2nd and 13. Lance flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. Stay plastered to receivers long enough, and sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Lance now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Okay, ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Come on, set. Ready?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Drill green. Ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Lance. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's... There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone.
Down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 71 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go, set.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Lance. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
18, Rodney,
now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
18 Cardinal. 65 catch. 65 catch. Riggs.
They'll bring a receiver in motion. Watch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Rohrwasser now for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Ready, set.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Striker. Hey, Green. Steal. Check steal. Ready, set.
To throw, it's Lance. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
97.
And they'll go for it. Lance going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Unlock line.
Nixon will try the right side. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Hurry, hurry! Come 19! Come 19! Go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Got it?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Lance back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Okay, right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Blaster, 6. Set.
Now Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time here. Lance. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Set, hut. 22 needle. Green jack. 10 cycles.
Here's Lance. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Let's go.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Field, black. Ready.
Lance looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they've got to go and get it right here, right now.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Smash, ready.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go, set. Claws red. Strike it. Hut, hut.
Lance and company going on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Down to about the 22 here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Hey.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Rams, They inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as